Good morning. I'm Anita from UK, and it's morning here, and I have started this session exclusively for kids who are on a holiday, Christmas holiday, and it's Christmas holiday is going on here in UK. So we are just taking these classes for a week, and let's start now. And I have done yesterday one session where I have taught you about the basic shadings and lining. These were the session yesterday which we did, and you may have, if you go, it is there on a in a playlist called art classes for kids. Otherwise, it's yesterday's live, so you can go through as to how we have taught all the techniques and how we have taken you through with the basic shading techniques. Okay, and this starts from age 4, 3 and 4, these portions, and further down you can take your kids towards this section. Okay, so it's good for even parents to go through, and they can also learn as to how to teach art to kids. It's not that you have to have a specific teacher to kid art. At least under 7, parents themselves can teach that. So now the next session where I just thought I can take you through the extensive sketching. So this is a sketching which I taught to one of my student later week. So something similar to this we will proceed with. Before we proceed with extensive sketching, I'll take you through a small session for kids who are like around age 4 and 5, as to how you parents can take them through to the next level after this. Okay, teaching them the lines, shading, circles, and shapes, and little bit of doodling. Okay, and then let us do as to how we can take through the kids who are like around 4, 5, or 6 age kids. Okay, so I hope this works well. Right. Okay. Right. So now, so what you have to do using number 1. So I'm going to make one here, a big one. Okay. Make your kids follow same what I'm doing. I'm trying to be a bit slow. Right. This is for very younger kids. We are going to go ahead with the little extensive session in another 10-15 minutes. Okay. So this is for parents who are like who've got young kid right now and like here for the session. Okay, now um, make a slanting line towards your left. Connect this line with the center. Okay, now make another slanting line to your left and connect it with the triangle. Now again on top and connect it with the as a triangle. Now here like this. Okay, so you can teach them like this. Okay, windmill using number 1, right? So it's interesting, and they will also take interest and they will recognize now this is number 1. So like this, using number 1 you have many arts. Okay, so what I would suggest is you can also go to another art channels or just browse in Google. Okay, using numbers how to make some basic art, so they will do it. Okay, so now you must be thinking why she's talking about standing line, slanting line, and all. This is what the session we took yesterday. So if you go through our yesterday's live, you'll have more clarity as to what we have done and how to start a art class basically for a small kid. Okay, so you will get to know this now using number 2, right? So I'm making a 2. Here what I'm doing is just trying to make it slightly bended and like this. Okay, right? So right now I'll take a curve from here. Okay, I'm sure most of the kids are following it. Right, now we'll bring it here. Okay, okay, now we'll give a curve and connect it like this. Right, and feather and features. That's all using number 2. Right, so it's interesting, isn't it? Now okay, Right, so you can see this portion, right? So here using 3, okay, using 3, a small bunny, small bunny with the eggshell. Okay, now using number 4. These are so easy and it's interesting, you know, for kids who are just started writing. Okay, so they'll really love this. Okay, this is 4. We are extending it a little bit, connecting it, and nothing, it's nothing but it's a kite, right? Please keep me posted if my voice is audible to you, right? So this is done. This is for very young kids, okay? So like, you know, when they start writing them, when they start holding pencil, those time you can just teach them. This helps them to all remember the arithmetic, like numbers, arithmetic numbers 1 2 3 4, and it will just sit on their mind clearly as to this is how it has to be written. It improves their handwriting as well. So like this. Now let's say using 6. Okay, right? Now swirl it more, right? Okay, that's all. Okay, I hope kids would have enjoyed this. So you keep practicing this. This is the idea. This is just an idea which I have given you. I will definitely try to take at least 1 hour of class teaching them how to use alphabets and make art, and how to use numbers and make art. That can be a separate session which I can definitely do maybe next week or so. But this is just to give an idea as to how you can start. You know, so most of the parents say, yeah, my kid is like, you know, doodling, but I don't know how to start and what to start. The techniques, you know, these are the techniques, you know. So this is just a basic techniques how you can make start just you know, as a professional, how you can groom them towards doing some art. So now let's move on, and I'm sure yesterday those the kids who were there, they would have learned some basic sketching. Now we will further down, we'll do more on that. Okay, so take a new sheet. Okay, I'm zooming out. Right. So take a new sheet and divide that sheet into 4 parts. Okay, 4 parts. Yeah. So this is what. Okay. This is what I thought of taking you through today. Okay, an apple and how to draw realistic grapes. Okay, these are not still extensive. This is for kids, okay, under 10 and 12. It can be more realistic. If you want it to be more realistic, you need to really work more on this. Okay, I have not done, I have just done it basic thing. So I'll just teach you as to till what end I have done. Okay, so the same thing I'll take you through with, right? So before we go and draw this final thing, okay, let's do small work over here, and this will help us and warm up our shading, and then we will go to the next stage, right? Okay, so what you have to do is now, okay, I'm going to teach you some basic scenery. Okay, very basic. Okay, Now draw a line here. Okay, divide. We are trying to divide it. That's all. Okay. So now, um, very light. Use your hands. See, I'm not stretching much. Okay, my pencil is a dark color. It's just because it's a 4B, it looks dark. But I'm not pressing it too much. Okay, very light. Huh? Right? So you're done. I'm sure you're done, all of you. You're following me. Right? Okay. Now, what you have to do is, here, just make a curve. Okay. Extend this curve here. Okay. Give two slanting line here and connect this line straight way. Same way here, give the small slanting line, smaller than this. Okay, smaller than this. I'll tell you the reason is that we want it to look straight. Now you understand, okay? And connect it with the place like this. Okay. Right? And make one side bit darker. One side bit darker, the other side will be light. Okay, you're done. Now give the dark shade and finish it. First, always use your pencil with light pressure. Yesterday I taught you all about the giving pressure. Okay, those who are new to channel now, please subscribe and with the bell icon so that you will be notified on any of my live and sessions, art tutorials. Okay, I do tutorials for adults, for relaxing therapy, and also for kids. Okay, so I hope you are done now, right? So if you are done with this, okay, now just follow me. Give two slanting line, a oval shape. Okay, from this slanting line a curve which can be little bit twisted and turns with twist and turns. Okay, right from here. I'm sure you are understanding as to what I'm trying to do, right? No, it's a tree. Here I'm trying to make a tree. It's the bottom part. Okay, now here I'll give a V shape. It's dividing the tree into different parts. Okay, now here again I'll give a oval shape. This is a cut of the tree I'm showing. I'm just trying to be as sharp as I can. Okay, here, right? Just lines here. From here we will make leaves. Okay, it's a small scenery. This is so simple. I'm sure all of you following, and I'm not too fast. If I'm fast, please keep me posted so that it's easy for me to ensure that I'm just holding on and doing the right thing, you know. Okay, so we are done. Okay, now we'll make this kind of shape. Okay, and just draw a line in between, and that's enough. A line and thicker that from the top. Let's give you the shape of a bird, isn't it? Looks perfect, isn't it? Right? I'll show you the closer view. Right? Okay. Okay. Right. So now make few leaves here and there. Just fill the leaves half. We are trying to give the shades here. Okay. I'm trying to be slow. That's why I'm just reading the comments and all, so that you can follow me, kids. Okay, right? See, if you observe the leaves which are inside, I'm trying to make them more darker than the leaves which are like, which will get more light from this place, from the sun. Okay. So always remember, we need to, that is where we do more realistic things. Okay. As much as we work out on our shading, and we have a better clarity as to from where we are going to give shading, and from where it should be dark or light or medium or moderate. Okay, so that's where we learn more. All right. See now, if you are done with this, I'll so fill this half of the leaf, half of the leaf here and there. Okay, just make it little darker, not too much. Half of the leaf, so just give a realistic view. Shade half of the leaf here and there. Right. All right. Even small kids can follow, they need not be perfect. Remember, always don't expect them to be perfect. If they are creative, that's the blessings. Okay, obviously perfection will come as age grows, as their pencil handling skills are much better. Okay, so never expect them to be perfect, and if they are very small, please let them do. If they are taking part and trying to understand what it is, please keep them engaged with all such good activities. This helps also kids to away from the gizzards. This is interesting now. Okay, now I'll tell you. See, this looks as if there is only from one part there is a leaf flowing. Okay, now I'll tell you how we are going to make here as well. Okay, I'll tell you the thing. Okay, now what you have to do is just cover this portion half, only half. And what we did yesterday, we used the earbud to smudge. Okay, and smudged it. Okay, keep this half white. Okay, like this, and this will give you a realistic. The same way, most of the time, if you see where the tree gets connected with the stems, okay, thicker or bigger or smaller stems, it's more darker. So here, like here, it is getting connected here, so we are making it darker here. We will make it darker here. Right, so it will be darker here, this side darker. And anyhow, we are projecting sun from that side, so obviously this place will be darker. These places will be darker, and it has to flow with the object. Okay. And a small line of white shade here. Right. It will be darker here and here and there. Here and there we have to make it dark and light, because it's like the wafer kind of part of the tree. Okay, and we will use the now we will be using the earbud. Okay, and this will really help us to make it look more realistic. I'm sure you would have understood now what we were trying to do, right? It's interesting now. Hmm? Got it? Now, okay? Right? Now, okay? And here it will be lighter. Now, bring this, try to bring it like from here, try to put it from here and bring some of the stems from here, from here, from here, and now make the tree, make the leaves here. Don't bang. I'm on a class here. I'm taking class. Sorry about that, all of you. Right? And this is more darker because the sunlight from there won't be able to reach here much. Okay, it won't be that brighter as those areas. Okay, so this stem is also going to be darker, right? So I hope until this you would have enjoyed. Right now, okay, now I like to divide this. Always the where you have the curve is more darker. Where you have the curve on a tree stem, they look more darker. Yeah. So it's done now. Now we will try to do some sky. So just do some slight lines here and there. Okay, it's like bubble kind of thing. Okay, now use your earbud. Spread that in a circular motion so that you can easily give a scarf, right? Here and there. So, okay, and we'll keep this as much as bright we can. So here and there we are trying to show that clouds are like passing on, right? It's only optional. I'm just trying to do what I like and which can help you to learn some basic shadings. Okay, I hope it makes sense and it's clear to you, and it's I'm really great that it's bright nowadays. Okay, usually this time it used to be very dark. Even if you sit just close to window, it's not that feasible, but I can see the pictures are really clear. So I'm sure you are following me. If not, also not to worry. This live session will take one day to process, and tomorrow by this time you will be able to see now. So there is something missing, isn't it? Okay, we did cloud, we did sun, and we did tree. We tried tree trunk and leaves, and but this why this is so white. Okay, so let's cover this portion. Okay, So let's keep the shades here. Now what I'm doing is, because this has a, if you can see, this has a very thin uh, top, okay, tip. It's got a thin tip. I'm going to take the thicker one. This has got a thicker tip, okay. This has got a thicker tip. Once I will rub this portion, it has got the thicker one. Can you see that it's more broader than this one? So I'll just use this one, okay. And this gives me more darker and better, isn't it? So this is a graphite, and this is 5B, size 5B, okay. Okay, so here I'm going to give this, and here and there we will make little dark, because we assume that leaves will fall in all these places, and you know, under tree always water is bit dark, darker, and around the boat, and it will also throw the shadow of this boat, right? So this is how it comes, and to make it uniform, we are going to smudge it using the earbud, or use a tissue paper or a finger. I love to do with finger as well, because I will have more, I used to have more control if I do that way. But I'm not suggesting you right now, because a lot of people doesn't want it that hands to be dirty. But I love to make my hands dirty, doesn't matter for me. Right? So we are done. Okay. And bit darker here again. Ensure that under boat it's always really dark than any other area of the water thing, okay. And this will go little up and down, right? So we got to wind up the session now, okay, in another 15 minutes. So I'll teach you the apple today, okay. This is what we are going to do, okay, and I'll teach you as to how we can make this realistic, okay. Let me bring an apple and show you. I think that would be the right way to do it, right? Being in UK, it's not difficult for us to, get apple all the time. It's available, right? This apple is called Pink Lady. It's quite famous brand here. So okay, now I'll tell you the difference, okay. See, now this apple, okay, this looks like it's on table, okay. Now because it's under the camera, I have to show it to you like this, okay. You can see that, okay. This portion, if I keep it like this for your view, okay, let's see if your TV is in front of you, you can see this way. You can see that there is a dark line here, okay. This is what I have tried here, okay, and the stem is going up here, and a round thick portion of a stem, I have showed it here, a tiny thing, okay. I'll show you with a closer view of this, okay. And from here I have extended the leaves. So this is how it is. The shape, can you see the shape? Okay, it's not equal, but at the same time it is bulgy here and it goes down here. It's bulgy here and it goes down here, okay. And to make the difference here, I have made this, and you can see the shadow, okay, the shadow of apple, because light is from this side. So okay, shadow of apple, you can see this side. Understood? Okay, so when you keep an object in front of your eyes and try to draw, okay, you will have to also observe their shadows, which side it goes and which side it's look darker. And see, you can see this is the lighter part, but when I keep it here, that is just opposite to sun rays, this looks lighter and this looks darker, okay. So we have to observe all that when we are trying to learn realistic sketch, realistic artwork, okay. So now let's do an apple now, okay. So you'll have to do nothing. You have learned the curves, okay. Now what you have to do is, I want you to make just a point, okay. Just keep just over the center end, okay. Divide this 2 point, okay. Make it little dark, and this is the reference from where we are going to start. See, this is for the kids who are starting, beginners, okay. We have a lot of extensive techniques and skills beyond this, but that may not be necessary for kids and for beginners who are starting now. Those who are practicing, it will be a bit confusing. Okay, so that's where I'm trying to give you as much as easy technique I can give you, and as much as realistic you can make it through using those techniques and style. Okay, right. Now what we are going to do is, from here just take a little bit further down and make a small curve like this. Okay, from that curve bring like this. From that curve bring it. It need not be the same from both the side. Remember, it need not be same from both the side. Okay, it has to be little bulgy there, and it has to flow flat, right? It has to flow flat here, flat, and it comes and gives a curve here and brings it like this, right? Okay, okay, leave these lines anyway, we will cover them in the shadings, doesn't matter. Okay, right. Now the dot where which I ask you to keep it as a reference, just draw a small smiley here, a smiley, and just don't darken that, just thicker it, make it thick. Okay, just thicker it. Don't give pressure to your pencil. Okay, don't give too much of pressure to your pencil. And from there just try to bring the, can you see the shape here? Okay, you will have to follow the shape of the object. That's what I taught you yesterday. See, those who are watching this first time, for the first time, I would suggest to please refer the previous session, that is lesson 1. Okay, I would have mentioned it as lesson 1. Okay, if you are clever enough to visit that and practice, this will be really easy for you, right? Okay, okay, so now from here this curve comes like this, and now give a shade, and your shading should follow the shape of the object. That's what we learned yesterday, remember? Okay, so it has to follow, and give here, and keep it darker when it is closer to the border. Keep it darker. Okay, and then make it lighter. I have taught you the difference of lighter and darker and how to make it. Okay, please refer your previous class. Okay, 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 right. Keep it lighter on this. Okay, okay. So now how we are going to do the next thing, let's see. So now give a dark line on your edges, make it more darker as much as you can. It has to be really highlighted, that is most important thing. Okay, and this shape is most important. Okay, this will only give apple a realistic shape. All right, now make a small curve, two curve here, and give a small round over here. I'll show you from close by. Okay, it's clear to you? Hope it clear. Yeah, so that's all. Now okay, so remember, always remember, it has to flow with the shape of the object. Okay, then only it gives a realistic view. See, I'm trying to make it straight here, and when it comes to the corner, I'm just trying to give a curve here, right? Okay, so Okay, now use the rubber and try to make it light on, especially on the top side, top of this, and this line has to be rubbed, which is like crossing this stem. Okay, can you see that? I'll show you closer view. I tried rubbing this one. Okay, okay, right. Now what I will do is I'm just filling half of this, and this as well looks like a realistic thing. Can you see that? Of this. Okay, and there is a white patch. I've left it white patch, which is necessary because we are zooming a shadow here. Okay, right? So, and this will go darker. Right, now we'll make it, we'll make dark, we'll darker this end, we'll darker this end. Okay, this side will be darker. Use your earbud or finger, smudged here, smudge the shade everywhere. Okay, smudging is again helps us to look it more, and smudging should not be like any direction. It has also need to flow with the object. Okay, otherwise it won't be, it will definitely make difference. It makes sense and it will give a difference. Right. We can do more on this, but as of now I think this will be too much for kids, for me, if I teach them. Now towards up, little bit up, towards up, a shading little bit up. Okay, right, towards up, remember, towards up, and also it has to flow with the shape. Here it will be little curvy, then little more, and then straight, and then curvy. That will help us to bring a realistic shape of that object, remember. Okay, see here I have given a little darker, so it is not helping me. Right. Okay, so this is to start with. This is how you can practice. Okay, now make it more darker here again. This will be really dark, really dark, a single line. Okay, make it dark and leave it dark. Right, now we are going to give a shadow. Okay, shadow of this, and this shadow will be really dark from the bottom, and it flows down there. We use a earbud again, we smudged it, and we make this shadow look realistic. Okay, done. So this is it. Okay, This is I did it previously. This is yellow page and I used the very light shade, and this is how I did. And can you see that? Okay. Okay. And this is I taught you in a very basic style, very basic style. So remember this. We have it's like 49 minutes. Okay, so I'll just wind up with a small one, only one leaf, because I don't want to take much of your time and your parents time. Okay, now we'll make a leaf here. Okay, further down from here I just made it, and further down from here. Now what I will do is I'll make a small curve here and do it like this. And what you have to do is make this curve darker, so this gives as if the leaf is folded here. Okay, and make a dark shade here, one side, and the other side light shade. Smudged it. And now this is to make it more realistic. Cover it like this. Okay, so it helps us to feel that as if the leaf is twisted here, right? And yeah, we are trying to make it darker, and obviously the lines. Okay, we are done now. Hope you enjoyed the session. Okay, right? Sign it off. Okay, sign it off with your name. Those who are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe with bell, and we'll meet you again. Okay, so we are done with this. Tomorrow I'll take you through with 2 more sessions. Okay, and also a basic sessions for younger kids, like age 3 to 4 and 5. Okay, so I hope you would have enjoyed. I enjoyed today really, and I'm sure you would have captured these skills. So just follow my previous lessons. Okay, that will definitely help you to make it more perfect, because those lessons I'll just summarize as to what we did in 2 days. Okay, see, here we learned the basic art techniques, sketching, sorry. We learned basic sketching as to how to draw lines, circle shapes, doodling, curves, waves, and shaded lines and all that. And then we learned the shaded, different types of shaded. We did some 3D art, and we tried making use of these shapes which we learned into an object, and we used the shading which we learned in the object to make it more realistic. These were the basic exercises we did, and today we started for kids 3 to 5 years age, where we taught them the small skills as to how parents can teach them, you know, using the numbers, how they can teach them the small shapes and sizes, which are so easy. Mere they will have to mere using the lines and circles and shapes. Okay, and then this is for the kids age 7 and 8 and above, where the shadings which we learned yesterday, using those techniques and those using those shapes like lines and shades, lines and curves, which we learned, how we are able to trying to make a realistic art. Okay, so I hope the session was useful, and you guys have you will definitely try. This is not the end. You will have to practice it more and more, and I'm going to run next 3 days session as well. That will be going more extensive, like beyond this. Slowly it will be really extensive, and these 5 days session is a full package for you, for the kids, especially for parents, to ensure that they can have the basic sketching skills. Okay, which you did not be going for any specific paid classes. Okay, obviously you are paying me here, not in terms of money, but in terms of you are spending your time. Okay, that is an investment. You are doing it for me for these 5 days, which is really important. Okay, so that investment I need to return it by giving you a better classes. So if you have any suggestions, please put down in the comment, not in the chat right now, because this chat will be closed after this session, so I may not be able to go through so many chats. Okay, so please put forth in your comment, and let's meet tomorrow with the next session. I'm so glad about what you have done. Please do send me your pictures on my Instagram and my Facebook page, and it's like at AMP Art House. If you search AMP Art House in Instagram and Facebook, you can find me. So you can send me your pictures over there so that I can put them on my stories, and in Instagram I can put in stories, and Facebook as well I can share it in the stories, or in YouTube I can share it in the community tab. So thank you so much. Please do subscribe with bell icon and share it with your friends. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.